Hello everyone, and welcome back. In today's video, I'll be sharing some amazing method to find the origin IP of any website behind a WAF. Before we begin, remember, always obtain full authorization before testing any websites. This content is strictly for educational purposes only. Now, let's jump right in. For demonstration purposes, I've chosen the Rapfame website. First, let's check the Waffleizer extension to see if this website has a WAF. You can see it uses Amazon CloudFront CDN. Next, let's check the Shodan extension for this website's IP. When we try to access the IP directly, it shows a CloudFront error page, meaning the direct IP is not accessible. Now, let's copy the domain name and check it in the terminal using the ping command. As you can see, the IP points to CloudFront server. First, I'll use DNS Recon tool, which performs reverse DNS lookups. Sometimes you can discover the origin IP if the server doesn't use a WAF. However, in this case, we see several CloudFront name servers. Let's check these IPs one by one. None of them are directly accessible. They are all CloudFront IPs. To cross-verify, I'll use the WAF tool to identify the WAF used. As expected, it confirms Amazon CloudFront WAF. Now, let's move on to the next step. I'll use a Shodan dork to find all domain-related information. As you can see, we found 3 results. Let's access these IPs one by one. As you can see, we can direct access the website with this IP. Let's check with extensions. It's clear there is no CloudFront WAF on this IP. And to verify more, let's check with WAF tool. As you can see, there is no any WAF on this IP. Let's also inspect the certificate using Nmap. It confirms that the IP points to the Rapfame website, making it likely the origin IP. Now, let's check other IP too. You can see these IP are not accessible. You can also use this dork, it will give you same results. Now, let's make it more easy by using a Shodan command line dork. This command will give you only IP address result along with title and server information. You can see we found one IP accessible with title and server information. Now, let's check another method. Finding the IP by Favicon hash. I'll use this website to get the Favicon URL. Just put the domain and search here. As you can see, we got Favicon URL of this domain. Now we can generate its hash using another website. Just put the URL and it will generate Favicon and MD5 hash. Now let's open this hash into Shodan. And while no results appeared for this hash, I'll show you another example for reference. With a different hash, you can see we retrieve IPs such as GitLab IPs, so you can also use this method. Now let's check the generated hash in Census. As you can see, we got 6 results. Let's access these IP one by one. And you can see we directly access many IPs with no WAF. And let's verify its certificate. By Nmap command, you can see it's confirming it points to Rapfame website. Next, I'll check the IP history of the website using a view DNS info website. Just enter the domain and you'll see a list of historical IPs. You can test these IPs one by one. Unfortunately for our case, none of these are the origin IPs. They are all CloudFront IPs, but you can find origin IP for different domain here. Another website to try is checking the SPF record of a domain. Just copy the domain and paste here and select SPF record. For our case, we don't find any IP records for this domain. For example, I am going to show you Tesla SPF records so you get idea how results looks. As you can see, it's showing so many IP records of Tesla domain that could potentially point to the origin IP. You can test these IPs similarly. Wow. Now move on to next website security trails that I use for checking IP records. Copy the domain and paste on search bar. Now click on historical data. You can see there are so many IP records of this website. You can copy these IP and check if it's directly accessible or not. I'm going to check some IPs if it's accessible or not. But unfortunately, these are not origin IP. Also, you can see when these IP first and last seen with date duration. I'm checking some IP for POC, but you can check these. All IPs, you'll find origin IP here. Let's move on to census. Enter the domain and you'll see many results with both IPv4 and IPv6 addresses. We're focusing on IPv4. Also, you can check by product version. Let's click on Next.js. And you can see we now got less results now. Open these IP one by one. As you can see, we can access some IPs directly. We can also use FOFA, another excellent tool for finding IPs. Just put the domain name and click on search. As you can see, we got many results now. Let's filter it with site favicon hash. Now you can see we got 28 results. Let's check these IP one by one. As you can see, we can directly access these IP, and there is no any WAF present on these IPs. Now let's move on to Zoomai is another great alternative to Shodan. Copy the domain and click on search button. Now let's filtering it by the favicon hash. Now we got few results. We can more filter it by IPv4, and now you can see only IPv4 results. Now let's test these IP one by one. Testing these IPs shows they are mostly AWS IPs, but you might find the origin IP for different domain here. Another effective method involves using VirusTotal, an excellent tool for discovering subdomains and associated IP addresses. To begin, simply paste the domain into the domain parameter and press enter. As you'll notice, VirusTotal provides a wealth of information, including many IP addresses that the website resolves to. However, manually checking all these IP addresses can be challenging. To make this process easier, I created a simple one-liner command that fetches all the IP addresses using a terminal. You just need to copy the command, paste it into the terminal. Replace the domain name with the one you want and hit enter. Instantly, you'll see a list of IP addresses sourced from the website. I'm using HTTPX for this script, which makes it convenient to verify which IPs are valid and accessible, along with other details. You can even filter the results based on status codes. Let's check if an IP is the origin IP or not. Unfortunately, in this instance, it's not the origin IP. You can also use another same one-liner for finding subdomains. Just change the domain and let's see the results. For this website, we don't find any subdomains. Let's try other domain. As you can see, we got many subdomains of NASA. Let's see how it's shown source page. As you can see, we got many results with subdomains along with all IP address. Now move on to next method. I use Alien Vault for this. It's also good for finding origin IP of website. Just change the domain and hit enter. You can see we got some IP address with some other information. For filtering only IP address, I made one-liner for this. Just copy this one-liner and paste on terminal and change the domain name that you want and hit enter. As you can see, we got all IP address of this site. You can check these all IP address by multiple URL opener extension. But unfortunately, these are not its origin IP. You can also use HTTPX with this one-liner, so it will show you all the results with status code and title. Now, last but not the least, you can also try URL scan for finding origin IP. Just change the domain and hit enter. As you can see, we got many results along with IP address. For extracting only IP address, you can try this one-liner. It will give you all the IP address result. You can try HTTPX with it, so it's easy to check origin IP with status code and title. You can open these IP one by one for checking valid IP. For an even easier solution, I've created a bash script that fetches unique IPs from VirusTotal and Alien Vault and removes duplicates. I'm not using URL scan in it because that's show more IP address of other domains. Now enter this bash command with domain that you want IP address and hit enter. As you can see, we got all unique IP address from these both sources and also its saved result in TX file. Now for checking these all IP, I'm using HTTPX for this to see all the status code and its title, so we can find easily all the accessible IP address. As you can see, we got many 403 status IP, because all are behind CloudFront WAF, so you can't direct access these IP. Now let's check some of these IP. As you can see, it's not any origin IP for this domain from VirusTotal and Alien Vault, but you can find IP of other domain. For this website, we got origin IP from CVE and Shodan results more. Now, for the final verification, let's confirm if the accessible IPs are truly origin IPs. Using Kali Linux in GUI mode, let's put those IP in etc. host file that are directly accessible pointing to main domain and save it and close. Now open the site by entering its domain name. As you can see, we directly open website without any error. This means it's origin IP of this website. We're checking which IP it's resolving from. I'm going to use simple ping command. You can see it's showing the IP that we provide. Now remove this IP and check if other IP is also working or not. As you can see now, it's showing second IP. Before removing this, let's see, by refreezing the site, perfect, it's still loading with this IP too. Now remove these IPs, save it, and close now. As you can see, it's showing CloudFront IP by ping command. Now let's see if we provide wrong IP, what happens. I'm changing one digit only, and let's see if it's resolved or not. As you can see, site is not loading. This means this IP doesn't belong to this domain. Now remove this IP from etc. host file. Now you can see site is working perfect. Now I am going to show you how to check in Burp Suite as well. Open the Burp Suite and refresh the site. Now send this request to repeater and change the host name to the origin IP and click send. As you can see, it's showing 403 forbidden. Now also put IP here. And now let's click on send. As you can see, now it's showing the results without any WAF. Now let's try other IP too. As you can see, it's also accessible without WAF. Now change the IP address last digit, and let's see if it's accessible or not. And you can see it's not accessible. Let's revert it to original. And perfect, it's accessible. Now let's see its response in browser. As you can see, site is showing same like original one without any WAF protection. You can use this burp method to test all types of bugs on website like scroll injection, XSS, etc. It will not block your request because of no WAF on origin IP. It's very helpful in bug bounty. If you found any origin IP, don't directly report it on programs. Always try to find bugs and increase impact because there is no WAF, you can find easily bugs there. I hope these all method will help you in your bug hunting journey. That wraps up today's video. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any of our upcoming content. We have a lot of exciting topics on the way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.